Alright guys, another quick little custom kit bash that you guys can throw together. This one is on Iceman, who's one of my favorite Marvel characters. That's this guy right here in the middle. Pretty simple little kit bash, something anybody could do. Very, very easy. Didn't take much time at all. This is the Cyclops retro body with the Iceman Age of Apocalypse. We've got the lower arms and hands, lower legs and feet, and of course a head swap, and it just kind of gives him a little bit of a bodysuit look. You know, arms, legs, hands free, that kind of thing. So he can use his powers, but he's still got his X-Men bodysuit on. Now, I will admit, I got the idea from somebody that had done a little kit bash online, but all they had done was swap out the hands, feet, and head. They didn't go ahead and swap out parts of the arms or the legs. And it just looked goofy, because if you know the Cyclops body, he's got the big cuffs on the arms right here and on the legs right here, and those cuffs are for his gloves and boots. But if a character is not going to be wearing gloves or boots, why have the big cuffs? It just looked goofy, so I went ahead, popped the 4 pins out, very, very simple, very easy, and went ahead and swapped the whole lower arm and lower legs, just to kind of give it a little bit more of a, to me, an Iceman look, because he would want parts of his arms and legs free to use his powers, and I think it gives him still a cool bodysuit look. Now, some people will say, well, why did you use that one instead of, like, this one right here? This is my favorite Iceman figure ever. I think this is the best one that's ever come out. This is the Juggernaut Wave Iceman. I love the clear look, the more white ice as opposed to the darker blue from the Age of Apocalypse. And quite honestly, the reason that I didn't use one of these instead of one of these is because it didn't look as good in the Cyclops bodysuit. There was just something about the kind of see-through lighter color here that just didn't pop with the blue from the Cyclops bodysuit. It just didn't look good, honestly. That's basically what it boils down to, whereas this one right here, just the nice darker blue to it, and honestly, you know, slightly better sculpt as well. Not by much. The arms and legs are identical between this guy, and so is the lower torso. It's mostly just the upper torso. This guy right here has butterfly joints where, honestly, Iceman doesn't need it. I think this is a little bit better of a Iceman sculpt. If they could give us a new version of this in this coloring with that head on that body sculpt, I think that would be cool. We'll see if that ever happens. But in the meantime, I wanted to do something different, and so we came up, like I said, with this guy here. And I think he looks pretty good. I think it came out pretty well, pretty simple kit bash, something just about anybody could do. So there you go. Oh, and with the leftover parts that I had from Cyclops and the Age of Apocalypse Iceman figure, I did have this left over, which is just the arms and legs, which kind of give him an old school look, you know. I didn't have a spare Bobby Drake head or Iceman head, so I put this guy on here. This is the new Captain America, right? Now U.S. agent. It's MCU figurehead. Anyway, I was just looking for like a blonde head to put on here just for the meantime. The legs don't look quite right because you can still see part of Cyclops' bodysuit there on the lower legs, but the arms I think look okay, and it does kind of have an old school Iceman look where he was covered in ice except for his hands and feet, which made no sense, by the way, for him to use his powers. This makes way more sense for him to use his powers than to have the only part that he needs for his powers, his hands and feet, to be covered up. But whatever. That was the old school look. So anyway, there you go. There's my custom kit bashed Iceman figure. Got any questions, comments, anything like that, leave it down below, and we will talk to you guys later.